Hello, I'm Noel Capon. Welcome to Chapter 13 in your marketing textbook. This is the second of two chapters that deal with product. In Chapter 12, we dealt with managing the product line. In this chapter, we turn our attention to developing new products. We start the chapter with a discussion of innovation and specifically focus on those factors that lead to successful innovation. Then we talk about two different sorts of focus for the firm, a focus on customers and a focus on innovation. This discussion sets the stage for turning to new product development, and we identify several principles the firm should follow in the new product development process. We also identify several types of innovation that differ depending on the degree of newness of that innovation to the firm and indeed to the world. You will learn that during the new product development process, the firm must concern itself with two sorts of error. The first error is to continue with a product that ultimately fails. The second error is somewhat more subtle, but that is not continuing with a product that would have been successful had the firm in fact continued to invest in it. The way the firm does the best job of managing these two sorts of errors is to follow a structured new product development process. This process starts with idea generation, then a preliminary screen, then concept development, business case analysis, development itself, product testing, market factor testing, test marketing, and ultimately launch and commercialization. The point about these different stages is that they take different amounts of time, they take different amounts of resources, but the firm, before moving a particular development from one stage to another stage, to make a very clear decision about whether or not that is in its best interests and how it is balancing these two types of error that I just discussed. When reading this chapter, you will want to make sure that you understand very clearly these different stages of what we call the stage gate process. Now, if you're currently employed, a useful thing for you to do would be to look at your own firm's new product development process and compare it with the system that we discuss in this chapter. By doing a differential diagnosis, in other words, looking at where there are differences between what your organization does and what we talk about in this chapter, you may really gain some insight into how your firm is going about developing new products. Some things that we may not talk about in this chapter, but also some things that we do talk about in the chapter that your firm is not doing. Developing new products is a critical part of the product management process. It's increasingly critical for the firm to secure new products in order to gain differential advantage. It's a tough job, but I wish you the best of luck.